Hey guys, welcome back again to Rebuild Reality. I am your host, Sky Cheyenne, and as always, it's really good to be back here with you guys because I always enjoy these things together. So I'm going to start off this video by telling you that the thing about manifestation is that it's not a technique. It's actually a fundamental truth of who you are. It's basically what you really do for a living, and you can't even stop doing it. Of course, the word manifestation is just a term because the truth is that you're never actually really manifesting anything because creation, it's already finished. It's all done. It's all here right now. So what we're doing instead is we're pulling things forward into our current field of focus and choosing to look at that particular version of reality instead of what's going on, currently that we want to change. So we are going, okay, I have that one, don't want that one. I'm going to start looking this way. So everything you want, it's already here. It just exists as potential that's waiting for you to pick what you want and bring it to life. Now, how is that? How does that work? Well, you know that picture or that movie in your mind? That is you looking into the field of creation, the field of infinite potential where all versions of reality exist. So what you are seeing is actually real. So right now, you've got two movie screens running in your life. One of them is your everyday 3D reality, and the other one is the movie that is running inside your mind. And the question is, which one are you going to refer to as real? Which one are you going to say, that's the one that's true for me? Because reality is a hologram. It's a hologram that actually starts as a two-dimensional movie inside of your head. And when you keep focusing on it and validating it as real, you're literally like breathing life into it and it starts to come to life. As you feed it that light of your attention and the light of your validation, saying that it is real and that it's true for you. Then what happens when you do that is that two-dimensional image expands into a 3D image that presents itself as your new reality. So this stuff is literal, right? You're playing with computer-like stuff here because our 3D reality is a virtual reality, and it acts just like a virtual reality. And your thoughts are the data that runs that simulation. So that image in your mind isn't just an image, it's actual data in the fabric of reality. Data from the infinite field of potential, which can be taken and then used to expand into your reality. So just because that reality that currently exists in your mind instead of your everyday 3D experience, that it exists there instead of here, doesn't mean that it is any less real. Since we are consciousness, and consciousness is all about imagination, this is how entire universes are born, as well as just individual experiences. So this is literally how everything comes into existence. So when you see that picture or that movie in your mind, you are seeing uncollapsed potential, because that image in your mind is a real, uncollapsed reality. Now, what do I mean by uncollapsed reality? Well, everything that exists everywhere all at once. It exists all at the same time, in all places, just like a house of mirrors, right? And this is what science calls an uncollapsed field of potential, a place of all possibilities, all versions of you leading all versions of your current life as well as any other lives you may have. And this field of infinite potential is something that science discovered quite some time ago. And what they found out was that it's only when we look at something that we, in that moment, collapse that one version of reality down into our personal experience. Otherwise, it's complete potential. And when you look at it, it collapses into one version of reality, the version that fits your belief system. And this is the field that we're working with here. Now, the reason that you can jump from one version of your reality in your mind to another one so easily, just like flipping through a picture book, but you can't do it so easily, or so it seems, in your 3D reality, is because it's being filtered through your belief system, which means that your belief system is literally hiding things from you if you don't really believe in them. So it's really kind of crazy, because this stuff is real. This stuff has literally been verified, but we seem to have such a difficult time accepting that the illusion of fear is what is keeping that old reality in place, right? And that illusion is it just seems so strong. But everything, it's already there for you. All things exist right here and right now. They never go anywhere. And that's why young children who haven't built up a multi-layered filtering system of beliefs yet can see things that adults who have already built up a very definite belief system can't. So children can see things like relatives who have passed on and imaginary friends, right? And they're all there. They are seeing reality. They're not filtering it out like adults are. So when we want to take an image out of the field of all possibilities, all potential, and bring it to life, it's like rendering something in a simulation, right? The moment you hold your focus on that 2D picture in your mind, it starts expanding into a 3D experience. And that's why you never need to force anything, because you already hit the button when you start looking at it and focusing on it and being like, yep, I'm going to choose that. It immediately starts to expand to come into your reality. The hologram is already programmed to respond to you. So, your thoughts are the input. Your focus is the rendering engine. And your surrender is allowing the system, instead of you, to process and output the experience. So it's all virtual. Your mind is interfacing with the code of reality, just like AI or a computer interacting with data, right? But the more that you trust that the image in your mind is already real to begin with, the more effortlessly, if I can say that word, the more effortlessly it materializes into your reality, because now, well, you're becoming more and more aware of how it is that you're working with the fabric of reality, that what you see in your mind is true. This is untapped potential that you can choose and mold and create into anything you want. And like I said, it's literally just your focus, just your decision, just your yep, absolutely, that's mine, I'm taking it. That automatically starts the process that starts rolling it out towards you into your life. It's just that people stop it all the time because they start freaking out. Oh, it's not here, it's not here, it's not here. And it's like, well, okay, as God, now it's not here, right? Or they want to do another technique or another process or all these things that are like, well, you're getting in the way. You already hit the button. It's already automatically programmed, this entire thing, to respond to your requests. So, get out of the way. It's about really then relaxing and allowing it to happen. And you can either just sit there and live in the end in your mind, and you don't have to do that 24/7. You can just do it whenever it feels appropriate. You can do it a couple of times a day. You can do it several times a day, twice a day, whatever. You're just like, yep, that's still mine. You do it if it makes you feel good, because that doesn't do anything. All that does is it's just there for you to enjoy it if you want to. But what does do it is, 1, you choosing it, deciding on it. 2, getting the heck out of the way. 3, start enjoying yourself. Because people are like, they're down here, but what they want is up here. It's like, man, like, try to at least put yourself into a neutral place where you don't keep hitting the delete button all the time. Just, you can get on with your life. So we're going to go even more into detail about this soon. So just so you know, there's even more instructions if you feel that you need them coming. But I really wanted to talk about how that image in your mind is real, and how that will expand into your reality that is already programmed to do so. That's why you have pictures and movies in your head to begin with. That's why they're there. That's what they are. Picture, people never question, well, why is it that I can see images and pictures in my mind? That's why. Because they're like, hey, look at all this stuff you can think of and create whatever you want. And hit the like button, right? And bring it into your experience. So it really is just about that relaxing, that trust, that just allowing the thing to freaking happen without trying to micromanage it. That's what everyone does. They get in there and they start trying to micromanage it, because we're so used to, it's like, if I don't do it, it's not going to happen. And the egoic mind is like, wants so much to get its hands on there, its hands in there, and just start messing with it again. It's like, don't mess with it. Let it do what it's already programmed automatically to do for you. So I hope that helps. And thanks, you guys, for being here. Like I said, it's really good to kind of be back, I know I took a little bit of a break. But I've got so much, like I said, to tell you guys that I'm so excited about. Things that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. A lot of next level stuff that we're going to be getting into very soon here. So I look forward to seeing you here next time on Rebuild Reality.